Welcome to the Real Film Nerds Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our podcast about family, cars, and more family. My name is not Mysterious Matt. I am Matt. Not Matt, Mike, whatever the fuck it is. I am Matt. With me, as always, my co-host, Mysterious Mike, who made me start completely over because I was just going to ruin the whole fucking thing right from the start, which I thought was a good start, but fine. Mike, how dare you?
Yeah, sorry, Matt. I am Mike. You are Matt.
Okay, good. Me,
yeah.
Matt, you, Mike.
Yeah, I feel like you were trying to invoke I am Groot.
I am Mike. Better?
All right.
I am Mike.
So Matt, you sound like you're very excited to review this movie, as am I.
Is it Fast 10 or is it Fast X? I never got the fucking answer on that. So I'm going with Fast X. Sounds like a porno.
I think it's Fast 10/X.
Dude, IMDb still says X, so I'm going with Fast X as in the porno.
Okay, all right.
Oh, dude, there we go. We can combine the two. Next will be Fast XX, and then we'll get Fast XXX. And then it'll become Vin Diesel and, Triple X and Fast and Furious. Fucking perfect.
Dude,
That's
that'll
the
be
new
awesome.
evolution.
It'll...
Hey, and then we could get Ice Cube.
Yeah, we can just have him turn into Triple X's character. Like, one day he's just going to, put on that jacket or whatever, and he'll be good.
I like it. He just becomes Dom Toretto.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, Mike.
That'll be good, dude.
It'll be good. You're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
The Ice Cube is Dom Toretto.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ice Cube. Yeah. Be great. Great stuff.
All right, Mike. This is going to be a hell of a slog, so let's try and get this shit over with as soon as we can. Mike, why don't you go ahead and break down Fast X?
Oh, right, Matt. This was directed by Louis Leterrier. This was written by Dan Manzow, Justin Lin, and Gary Scott Thomas. And this movie is starring Mr. Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, Jason Statham, Jordana Brewster, Tyrese Gibson, Ludacris, Charlize Theron, John Cena, Helen Mirren. The list goes on and on. Scott Eastwood, Jason Momoa, or is it Mimosa, Matt?
It's Mimosa. On this podcast, it is Mimosa.
All right. And so, Matt, for funsies, I asked some AI what to describe this movie. So I'm going to read that.
Great. The AI is taking over the Real Film Nerds podcast now. Wonderful.
Dude, it's taken over everything, man. It's so great. Fast X is a 2023 action film and the 10th installment in the Fast and the Furious franchise. The plot revolves around Dante Reyes, Jason Momoa, the son of a drug lord who was killed by Dominique Toretto, Vin Diesel, and his crew in Fast 5. Dante seeks revenge on Dom and his family by framing them as terrorists and hunting them down across the globe. Don has to protect his son, little Brian, from Dante's wrath while dealing with his estranged brother, Jacob. All right, dude. What do you think?
About the movie or about your Chat GPT description?
But about my Chat GPT description, dude, it's like the best thing I have never written.
It's pretty decent. Yeah, you're right. Except for you kept saying Don instead of Dom. So is it Don Toretto or Dom Toretto, Mike?
Oh, it's Dom. I'm just not very Dom.
You're just not very good at enunciation.
Yeah. What's that?
I don't know. Louis Leterrier. I like that. That was good.
All right.
So, okay. I didn't say, but this is Real Film Nerds podcast number 324. Fast X, the fastness continues.
Matt, I saw this hilarious YouTube video, and it was comparing all the names of the Fast movies, and we might as well just bring it up because it doesn't make any sense. The first movie's called The Fast and Furious. The second movie's called Too Fast, Too Furious. The third one's called Tokyo Drift. What? And then this movie is Fast X or Fast 10, but it doesn't. They've never used Roman numerals before. What? Why? And then the other one was called Fast 5. It wasn't Fast and Furious. It's just crazy, man. It's
but
crazy.
They had F9 and they went to space in F9.
Yeah. F9 is a key on the keyboard, man.
Well, I think F9 was the best one out of the whole thing so far. I mean, Mike, they went to space with a Fiero.
Right. Yes, I know, Matt. But it was just ridiculous, man. I don't know why they're purposely changing the names, but I feel like this one should be, well, I don't know. I'll get to it when we're in the spoilers. I don't want to give away too much.
Garbage.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all of them. Like, I had to say, the first three are the ones that I watched, and then, I had to power watch through all of them to catch up for Fast 9 or F9 or whatever the fuck the last one is. But I really liked the first one, the original one, and the second one was pretty decent because it introduced Tyrese because for some reason Vin Diesel didn't want to do the Fast and Furious movies anymore, and now he makes like $1 bajillion off of every single fucking one of them. But I really liked like the first two. Tokyo Drift was a hot mess, but I kind of liked it in comparison to the garbage that we're getting now. I mean, I like the idea of street racing, and I like the idea of the cars being a focus and, car theft and criminals and all that shit. And it's basically turned into like fucking James Bond on steroids with normal people. It makes no fucking sense to me.
It's kind of like a superhero movie without actually supposed to be superheroes. Like, I don't know. It's pretty darn ridiculous and fantastical on a lot of things, like sending a Fiero to space wearing neoprene suits. Yeah, that'll keep you warm.
Dude, I totally believe that over literally everything else in this franchise as far as it comes to like injuries and rolling cars. Every single time something happens, they get caught with a car and, oh, look, they're saved. They're not going to be injured. Oh, look, I rolled the car down the hill. As long as I'm still in the car, I'm perfectly fine and not scratched. I believe the Fiero going to space shit more than how many times cars have crashed into helicopters, crashed into airplanes, rolled down hills, and the people in the car are perfectly fine.
Matt, you don't think Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson could stomp on a torpedo? I do.
I believe that. He's The Rock.
Yeah.
It's in the name.
Yeah. Yeah. Rock, paper, torpedo.
Yeah, so from now on, whenever we do rock, paper, scissors, I'm always picking The Rock. I'm like, nope, if The Rock can stop a torpedo, he can fuck up those scissors and fuck up that paper. I don't give a shit.
All right. I agree, Matt. I agree for once.
All right, mark it down, people. Mike is agreeing with me for the first time ever in our entire 30-year plus friendship.
All right, Matt. I don't think I can hold off too much longer, so I need to find out, what are you drinking this fine morning, evening, or afternoon?
Well, shit. Thanks for asking, Mike. That's quite quick there, sir. Wow. Mike, I'm not drinking anything special. I'm just having a little pre-made Jose Cuervo margarita.
Oh, nice. Little post Cinco de Drinko.
I guess. I mean, it is still May. You're right.
Yeah. I am drinking another IPA. It is a Sweetwater IPA.
Is that from like that company, Sweetwater?
It's from a company out of Georgia. I don't think it's Atlanta. I think it's like Athens or somewhere like that. Wait,
hold on. Is it called Sweetwater? You know those fucking beverages? Have you seen in a can, the cocktails in a can? Aren't those called Sweetwaters?
Oh, no, I don't. It's not that. It's a beer company. I mean, there might be ones that are called something Sweetwater. I don't know. Maybe they make
Cutwater.
salsa.
That's what they're called.
Oh.
Sorry, the company's called Cutwaters. Yeah, and they do
Oh.
like margaritas in a can, and like Moscow Mules and like Jack and Cokes and stuff all in a can.
Oh, okay. Yep. All right. Not that one.
Took a minute, but I got there. It's been a long week, Michael. It's been a long week, so so this better be a goddamn great dad joke. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, Matt.
Okay, Mike. Here. Let me do it. I got to do the right proper wording. Mike, what is this week's incredible dad joke?
I got dad jokes. I don't think they understand though. Gotta think I'm funny. Other people never laugh though. Dad jokes.
Dude, I think you're gonna get this one. Because this is how you do it. How do trains drink?
Chug.
Yeah, they chug.
Woo! I win. I got that one.
There you go, dude. That was okay.
How do trains drink? They chug. Is that from the book? I notice you haven't looked in your book in a long time, Michael.
I have a new source.
So my book is not good enough for you.
I didn't say that.
I see how it is. How dare you? All right, Mike. So this should be really difficult. Mike, how does Fast X, Fast 10, Fast Triple X, whatever the fuck we're calling it, relate to the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
All right, Matt. So obviously there's Vin Diesel, who is Groot in the Guardians of the Galaxy series and Avengers and MCU. But there's also in this movie, for the first time, because we didn't need her character at all, Brie Larson is in this movie. And, she's from Captain Marvel and Avengers. And then the newest one's coming out here, The Marvels. Yeah. So...
Yeah, and I don't need to talk about my hate for Brie Larson. I think everybody knows it. Everybody embraces it, especially the internet. The Marvels that comes out in November, I am not looking forward to reviewing. We already talked about that. But yeah, Brie Larson, thanks for entering the Fast franchise. I don't know. I guess you got to do something to make money because you're definitely out at Marvel. Like the Marvels they've said is pretty much her last movie ever. So it only took 3 movies for Disney to wise up and get rid of her. So I don't know, dude. I don't want to go rip apart the MCU, but I don't know, man, how much is left. I don't know how it's going to keep going. I don't want to get too crazy about that because this is about the Fast films, but I don't know. I'm not optimistic after James Gunn leaving. So we'll see what happens.
We will, dude. We will. Matt, for this movie, I looked up because I was just curious. These movies make a lot of money, but I wanted to see like how much this movie cost to make, and this movie's estimated budget was $360 million, and I think it's mostly just to pay the cast. I didn't feel like they spent very much. Like the CG was it was kind of garbage. I don't know, man. There's some stunts here and there. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know, dude. I mean, the homage to Raiders of the Lost Ark right at the beginning was fucking amazing. A giant bomb that literally just rolls down through the city streets. It just is unstoppable. Even though it hits cars and it hits buildings and it hits everything, it just keeps fucking going.
Yeah, and it doesn't blow up. What kind of crappy bomb is that?
I blame it on the CGI. If they had better CGI, it would have blown up.
Yeah, that's what it was. I don't know, man. One thing I did kind of like in this movie, and it's just because I loved his character, was Jason Momoa's character. He was awesome, dude. It was ridiculous, over the top. Like, he must have had a blast playing this character.
Dude, it's literally the best thing of this entire movie. I talked about it on the radio this morning. Yes, I went on a Monday, not a Friday, because Lisa had jury duty last week, so she asked me last minute to come in. Jason Momoa is the best part of this film, fucking hands down. He is having a blast being this crazy psychotic person. He talks about it in some of the interviews. He's channeling his inner Joker. I mean, it's just twisted. He's just fucked up. He's having fun. Honestly, he's the only redeeming thing in this entire fucking movie. Well, maybe Jason Statham, but he's not in it very long either.
Yeah. Jason Statham's not in it for very long. I mean, a lot of the characters. I mean, what's the thing with I can't think of her name now. At the end, who showed up?
Giselle.
That's
the character's name is Giselle. But yes, you're talking about Wonder Woman.
Yeah. But she didn't even say anything. I'm like, she didn't even get paid. She was just like a cameo. She just like smiled.
Well, it's some fucked up shit. She died in 6, I think, and now she comes back in the submarine that they stole. And not only that, she's banging out the villain Charlize Theron.
Dude, I don't know, man. Letty came back. She was like dead, and then one day she just showed up.
Han was fucking dead too, and he came back.
Ah, man, it's so much like a soap opera, dude. Like, it's just like, let's just blow up some shit and I don't know, man. Like,
that's exactly how some people have described the franchise. In some reviews that I've read and listened to, is that it is a soap opera with cars and action.
I guess so, dude. But like, the part that drove me nuts about this movie, and I think a couple of other of these movies, was they portray Vin Diesel as having some sort of like power or something to like hold a car down or whatever, like to keep it on the ground. And I'm like, dude, that's not how that works. Like, if the helicopters are going to lift the car up, the helicopters are going to lift the car up.
Well, that shit made no sense to me, because then he magically can turn the car in the air to make the wires move so that the helicopters slam into each other.
Yeah, dude, I don't know, man.
The cars have steering wheels, which moves the wheels in the front, which I guess that means that it controls a rudder and an elevator to cause the car, when it's in the air, to move. Just don't overthink it, Mike.
Yeah. No, but I had I always have a hard time. Like, there was a scene with the computer girl. She's not in this movie that much either, but Ramsey is her character, played by Natalie Emmanuel. She's like, oh, this code is next level. I need a better computer. I'm like, that's not how that works.
Right. Well, okay. So this is one that I do have a problem with when it comes to Dante, aka Jason Momoa. So every single time they have like a villain, like the villain is ripped like a motherfucker, which he is. And this isn't just Fast and Furious. This is like everybody. He's ripped like a motherfucker. He's super, super smart. He's super, super crazy. And he can do all this computer shit. All that shit doesn't go together. Like, there's a reason why there's this stereotypical nerd character that runs all the computers. He's very skinny, he's pure white, and he doesn't go outside. There's a reason why that doesn't go with the muscles, because if you're building muscles and learning how to drive cars, you're not playing with computers. You don't have time for all that shit.
Well, I mean, Matt, it does allude that he needs a little bit of help, because there's like this scene in the movie where he's like, nerds, with me.
That's true. That's true. That was funny.
And then that was funny. And then the part that was really fucking weird was the when he's talking to them and they're like they're expired.
Oh,
and they have the goofy faces, like
they're all dead, and he's painting their toes.
Yeah, but the one guy moved. Like, there's a scene where like he takes like a breath, like you could see it, and I was like, oh, lame.
Okay, so besides Jason Momoa, or Mimosa, depends if my mom's listening or not, my second favorite part of this film was John Cena. I think John Cena, his little bit that he was in it, other than the fucking ridiculous cannon car, was fantastic. He had like the best humor in it next to Jason Momoa. And he just had one of the best entries, busting down the house. Why is it... Okay. It's still on topic, but it's a little off. why is it that Dom has lived in the same house forever in like South Central LA in this great neighborhood, and there's like literally $5 billion worth of cars on the street, but like he lives in this shitty little house, right? I mean, a family, I guess. I'm just gonna go with that, family. But all
Family.
the villains have never known where he has been for 10 films, and now they know where his house is.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. And like Charlize Theron's character just showing up at the door, like, what?
And in a fucking DeLorean, no less.
Oh, that was, I mean, there was definitely some product placement in this movie, man. Like, there's like, you know, where it just stops too long and it's just like, wait, did you read it? Okay, we'll give you some more time. All right, how about now?
I just like, I'm cool with the DeLorean. I'm cool with the cars. I wish there was more car stuff like the first couple ones where it was about the cars. It was about the racing. Now it's just about explosions and family. Oh, and here, major spoiler. John Cena's character dies, but did he really fucking die? I bet you he's not back in the next one, but he'll be back in like final Fast Triple X. He'll be back in Fast Triple X.
Oh, yeah, Matt. This is what I was going to say, but I didn't want to do it in the spoilers. We should have called this one Part 10, Part 1.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. It's straight up just leading to the next one. I mean, that's how they ended. They ended on a massive cliffhanger, and then the mid-credit scene, which is exciting, but is a massive fucking not spoiler, cliffhanger too. The Rock is back.
Yeah, yeah, of course. But I don't think he died. I don't know. Maybe he did.
No, but you know the whole controversy between Vin Diesel and The Rock, right?
Well, I know that I don't think Vin Diesel was happy that they made that other movie, the Hobbs and Shaw movie, with Vin Diesel and Jason Statham and Dom. So
The Rock and Vin Diesel do not get along at all, period. At all.
Oh,
and the reason why they made the Hobbs and Shaw movie was because they wanted to make something for The Rock to keep him in Fast and Furious, but they didn't want to piss off Vin Diesel.
Oh, okay. All right. So
So
they just have personality conflicts or what?
Oh, yeah, dude. Huge. So I am trying to figure out how much money they paid to Vin Diesel to let The Rock come back for the next installment, or maybe they haven't gotten that far. Or maybe the mid-credit scene was a fucking eye-opener to Vin Diesel, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that would be the way to find out, huh? He's watching the movie and he's like, what the...
Honestly, I don't know, man. I don't know. But he's going to be back. And I love The Rock's character in Fast and Furious. He's one of the best characters they created. But, as you saw, their battle didn't allow him to continue after, I think, 6. He was in 5, and then he was a good guy in 6, and I think that was it. And then, of course, Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just...
But is Charlize Theron now going to be part of the Toretto family? Like, how big is this family going to fucking get?
I don't know, man. Family's family, and you got to be part of the family, and everybody's part of the family. But Charlize Theron, this is her third Fast and Furious movie?
Yeah,
like,
I think
dude,
so.
She's like keeps coming back. I don't really know why. Like, maybe they're fun, like, to do the action stuff, like, because her and Michelle Rodriguez's character had that little fight, like, I mean, I guess that's fun, right?
You know what I would say, Mike? It's a paycheck. Probably a pretty good one.
Probably, man. So this movie didn't do too great in the States. I think it made a little bit like 68 million-ish. But it killed it overseas. So I think it made 350 million over the weekend. So I don't know. I think American audiences are starting to get a little bit tired of the Fast and the Furiouses, the most furious. That's what the next one should be called. The most furious Part 12. Let's just go 12. Like, no, dude. Skip 11.
I like Fast Triple X.
Okay, Fast Triple X is pretty good. That's pretty good. But would it be 30 then? Fast 30? We'll just skip, like...
Does it matter?
Numbers? No? Yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Maybe we'll throw in an I in there or something. Make it like 29.
Sure, why not? But it doesn't have the same ring as Triple X.
It does not.
Because, I mean, Fast Triple X, you can... Sure, it might be a Fast and Furious movie, but maybe it's a porno.
Yeah, but we should probably call it like FF2 Triple X or something. Like throw in a number somewhere or like spell it out. Like I think on Fast 5 it was FIVE, like it was spelled out. Like it's ridiculous, dude. Like the names of the movies don't make any sense.
Mike, the movies don't make sense.
Yeah, but like somebody had to go to effort to name them differently. They could have just called it Fast and Furious Part blah.
They could have, yes, but they chose not to, so they went with Fast 10 instead of F9. What was Fast 8 called?
Fate.
What?
Yeah.
All right,
dude,
then.
Dude, it's ridiculous, dude. It is absolutely ridiculous.
Well, I just love that, Brie Larson is now in it, and like, dude, how many?
Dude,
I just don't know.
I was sad to see that. Like, I mean, I guess whatever, but Alan Richardson is in it. He's like the guy who plays Jack Reacher on the Amazon show. And I was like, man, but I mean, hey, I guess it's just a paycheck. I mean,
well, is he the bad guy?
Oh, Matt the Eighth, the one. Yeah, bad guy. Yeah, he's the bad guy, the big guy who's Brie Larson's.
He's the guy that takes over for Little Nobody, aka Scott Eastwood.
Yeah. The Fate of the Furious was the eighth one, and then it was F9, and then Fast and Furious 6, Fast 5. Oh my gosh, the names are terrible, dude.
What was Fast 4 then? You might as well do them all.
I think it was called Fast and Furious.
Just Fast and Furious?
Yeah, because the first one's called The Fast and
right.
Furious.
And then Tokyo Drift, and then Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yeah. And then Fast 5, then Fast and Furious 6, then Furious 7. Like, this really just doesn't make any sense. The Fate of the Furious, F8, F9, The Fast Saga, Hobbs and Shaw. Fast 10 Part 2. Oh, it is called Fast 10 Part 2. Hilarious.
Oh, damn it. It should have been Fast Double X.
Hilarious.
Okay, Mike. What else can we talk about this movie? I mean, honestly, I guess it's fun. Okay. This is what I said on the radio. I'll go with what I said on the radio.
Quote yourself.
I'm not going to quote myself, but I'm going to go with what I said on the radio. And I think this is 100% true. If you like these movies, go watch it. You know what you're getting into. You're walking through the door. You know it's not going to be much of anything, but you're going to have a good time because there's going to be a lot of explosions. There's going to be a lot of big named actors. It's going to be fucking ridiculous. It's going to have a lot of expensive, fast, cool cars. If you know what it is going in, then I think you'll probably enjoy it a lot more. I knew what it was going in. Honestly, best part is Jason Momoa and John Cena. Those two made it for me. Am I going to go see Fast X Part 2, even if there is no more Real Film Nerds podcast? Yes, I probably will, because I'm at that point. I'm fucking committed now. I sat down and I watched all of them before Fast 9, one a day until my head exploded. That's why they all are fucking blurs to me, other than the first three, which I saw in the theaters as they came out I think even the original Fast and Furious came out when we were in high school.
Dude, it came out when I was working at the movie theater, because I remember all the retards speeding off after the movie, and I go look from the booth.
Yeah.
So it's 2001, I think. Was
it 2001? Okay, so we're in college by then, But yeah, it was, I liked the first one. I liked the second one. It was okay. The third one, I think the reason why I like Tokyo Drift at all is just because it was so different. And they filmed a lot of it in Tokyo, like a lot of it there. And I've always wanted to go to Japan. But overall, Mike, I can't recommend everyone to run out and see this. If you want to go see it and you want a big, huge summer blockbuster and you know what you're getting into, yeah, go check it out. But everyone else, if you haven't seen a Fast movie in a while, don't fucking waste your time.
Oh yeah, no, I concur with your assessment, Matt. If you like these movies, you like this just action for the sake of action, and don't care about all the real life stuff, then this movie is here for you. But I would not want too many people to go see this. I wouldn't really recommend it. I mean, to me, it's not even that great of a popcorn flick because it's not. I don't know. It's not entertaining enough for that. There's a couple one-liners and stuff. Like Jason Momoa's character was awesome, but he's not in it the whole time. And you're right, John Cena's character was real good. He was really good.
He was channeling Peacemaker. You could tell. I love John Cena, man. I really think he is just taken like a fish to water when it comes to acting, because he crosses that line that The Rock tried to cross, but didn't do super well with it. John Cena has successfully crossed it. He can do action. He can do serious action, but he can also do comedy. And The Rock tried to do that with, you remember Running Scared or whatever? The one with the dude from American Pie? Rundown?
Oh, The Rundown. Dude, I love that movie.
Yeah, that was really, really good. But imagine if John Cena was in the role that The Rock played instead of The Rock. It would have been even more hilarious. So I love The Rock too. I think The Rock has done incredibly well. He's one of the most highest paid actors in like the history of Hollywood. But John Cena is just fucking hilarious. He just is. His comedic timing is very good.
Yeah, I've actually noticed that John Cena's grown from like his first kind of. I think that one movie was called The Marine.
God, that was so bad.
But he feels like it seems like he's done he's done. I don't know if he's just practiced or I don't know, whatever. Maybe hanging out with some other good actors has rubbed off on him, but he seems better at it now. Like, so I don't know. Practice makes perfect.
Yeah, or maybe he's taking classes. I don't know. I really like what John Cena is doing. I just do. I think he's a lot of fun, and he really adds to this film, even though he's in it for a very little bit. But yeah, Mike, don't go see this unless you really want to. It's not a must see for me. That's why I give it more than F9. F9 was a shit show. I give it almost a full point higher than I give F9, but 90% of that is Jason Momoa. I give Fast X 2.5 reels.
Wow, dude. Wow. All right. Yeah. I'm going to give this one 2 reels. Matt, it's just pretty ridiculous. But I will say they did kind of have a race scene in it. It wasn't a great race, but they kind of did the old, Fast and Furious race thing. And I was like, well, because I feel like they've gone away from that even more on a lot of the movies. But this one kind of had a callback to that a little bit, just that one scene. But I don't know.
Well, yeah, I agree, and that's one thing I liked. I would have liked more of that. I liked more of the car racing stuff. I like seeing the cool cars. And, I mean, Jason Momoa had a very cool car. And, yeah, he won the race only because he was blowing everybody else the fuck up. So it wasn't because he was fast. Or 10.
Yeah. No, I think he had the level 11 on his car. Most cars can only go to 10, but his went to 11.
Dude, how funny would that be if there was like a spoof on the Fast and Furious movies? Oh, that would be funny. Where's the Wayans brothers when you need them?
Oh, dude, that would be funny. A spoof on him.
Right?
Oh, man.
I think I need to send an email. Hey, Marlon, guess what your next movie is? Fast XXX.
What? So, you know how they did the scary movies and those were like making fun of kind of like Scream and stuff like that?
Oh, dude, those are so funny.
What would you call this one? What would you call it? Like the race off or something? Or well, I don't know.
Mike, think about it and get back to us next week. I expect
All right.
something great.
All right.
So, speaking of next week, Mike, what is our movie that we're going to talk about next week?
Dude, I don't even know. What are we going to want to talk about next week?
Mike, I thought we discussed this.
Did we discuss it? Which one is it?
About my father.
Oh, we did. We want to change it up. We want to change it up, and we want to do kind of like a comedy. It looks like it's going to be fun.
It's Memorial Day weekend. It looks like it's funny. It's based on true life to a degree. This comedian's father. We'll see how it goes. I think it'll be fun. I wanted to watch Bert Kreischer's new movie, The Machine, but that's not out until Friday, and I got to go on the radio on Friday morning, so that's not going to work. So we're going to do About My Father, starring Robert De Niro, and I'm going to butcher his name, Sebastian Maniscalco. Maniscalco? I don't know. It's brutal. But
it's probably Maniscalco.
Maniscalco? Okay. Mike's the one that's reaffirming my fucking name. But it has a decent cast in it. You know, Kim Cattrall, Robert De Niro, not a whole lot of people, but, you know, Adam James Carrillo. It has a bunch of comedians. And so I think it'll probably be pretty fun. We'll see.
Yeah. We'll see. But there's not really that much coming out this weekend. I guess they're just gonna let the Fast X or Fast 10 and Guardians and those movies just kind of do well. And I guess Super Mario Brothers is still cleaning up.
Yeah, well, and it's out on digital now, I believe. So
it is, but it's still in the theaters too.
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting because this Memorial Day weekend, this is historically when the summer blockbusters come out, like Star Wars and Indiana Jones and stuff like that typically come out Memorial Day weekend. All the summer blockbusters that kick off summer have come out already. Fast X, Guardians. So we're just kind of in a holding pattern. Everybody's going to go hopefully see those.
Oh, I guess, Matt, there is The Little Mermaid.
Oh, Jesus.
That's
Are you, Mike, why don't we do a solid? You go and watch that. Let me know how it goes. I'll have you call in on the radio show on Friday.
No, I'm good, dude. I'm good.
Hater.
No, I think it'll be good to see that. And then what do we got coming up after that? We got some. It's like the season's kicking off, man.
I'm not sure. I haven't looked. I'm gonna have to look into movies of the future.
Yeah, it's probably Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
I think, that's either June or July, and I'm really excited for that. I think that's going to be really good.
Oh, Matt, what about Transformers? Because they just had to make another one.
That's another one that's coming. Transformers is coming this summer. Indiana Jones is coming.
Yes. I don't know how to feel about it, so we'll see how it goes.
Well, I was talking with some people yesterday or today, I think it was yesterday, about the new Indiana Jones movie coming out. And I was just like, did you see the fourth one? The Indiana Jones movie that no one talks about? If it's anything like that, it's going to be a fucking shit show. So we might be tearing that one apart.
Yeah, dude. Well, I kind of feel like it has to be better than the fourth one because the fourth one was so terrible that I don't even consider it part of the franchise.
It is not. It is not in my book whatsoever. And what's sad is they had some really good actors in that. The story was just so awful. It was just putrid, man. I mean, the villains were fantastic. They had oh shit, what's her face from she's in all kinds of stuff. She played the villain in the MCU, the Thor movie.
Oh yeah. Oh,
God damn it!
I can't think of her
old.
name right now. Yes,
I'm getting old. I just blame it on being old. Anyways, she played Thor's sister in the third Thor movie. Third Thor movie. She was very fantastic in that. She was the villain in that movie. They had Shia LaBeouf, who, he's a fucking asshole, but he's a really good actor. I'm sorry, he is. And that story was just really dumb. It was just really dumb and really bad. And I think Harrison Ford was phoning it in because he read the script and he's like, well, it's a fucking paycheck, you know?
Yeah, Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett. There you go. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, and Matt, I can't believe it was a Steven Spielberg movie.
I know, it's depressing. And I think George Lucas was maybe involved in it, but I doubt it. He really has not done much since he sold Star Wars, like at all.
Yeah, so I don't know, Matt. I'm cautiously excited about the new one. I love seeing Indiana Jones as a character, but I have no idea. You know, Harrison Ford's really old.
He's my mom's age. He's fucking 81, dude. He is my mom's age.
Yeah, so I don't know how this is going to go.
Although, to fight against that, Mike, have you watched that show on Apple TV Plus?
No, I haven't watched it, dude. You said it was good, though, right?
It was very good. He is hilarious in it. But he plays an old guy that has Parkinson's.
Oh, okay.
So it makes sense, you know? Like, he can't even drive a car in it and stuff.
Well, didn't they get mad at him about flying because he wrecked his classic plane on some field in California or something?
Well, there was the time where he crashed into a golf course. But yeah, he's wrecked a lot of his airplanes. But yes, he's not allowed to fly anymore as far as I know.
That's just, wow. Man, it's just, he's old.
He is. And so why is he doing another Indiana Jones? Oh, no, dude. I think it's going to be a shit show. But we'll still go see it, and we'll talk about it here on the Real Film Nerds podcast.
Yeah, we will. But Spielberg's not even directing it. That's got to be a sign.
Well, maybe Spielberg's just burnt out too. I doubt it. Because, I mean, he did that movie last year, about his family and his life.
Oh, yeah. No. I mean,
it was good. I liked it.
Was. Yeah,
the
Fablemans was great.
Yeah. Yep. All right, Mike. Well, we're well past our time, but I think it was a decent pod. We had a lot of discussions, a lot of topics about things coming, and we kept it to the end like we have been usually. So, catch us next week about my father. I hope it's funny. The trailer looks funny, so we'll see. We'll find out. Mike, do your thing.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. Make sure you follow us on the social, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And go out there, catch a movie. It's summertime, I guess, now. Wow. It's happening. All right. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thank you for listening to The Real Film Nerds. Now, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Real Film Nerds. Now, go out and catch a movie.
Hello, everyone. This is Ma Henshaw Loses Her Cookies. Episode 14, Fast X. It's a great movie. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it, Matt?
So, Ma, quick question. Why are you talking like you're like a vampire or in some 1920s vampire Nosferatu movie? Hello! Or is this your British accent coming out?
It's my British accent. I've been watching a British movie, yes.
Have you been drinking?
No. Well, wait. I did have one glass of wine.
Okay. What wine did you drink?
I don't know what it's called. They're in little bottles.
Was that a rosé?
Yes.
You drank a rosé in a little bottle, and you're this drunk.
No, I'm not drunk.
I'm sorry, everyone. Ma Henshaw is drunk for episode number 14, Fast X or Fast 10, or Jason Mimosa takes off his pants. I don't know.
He did not take off his pants. Sorry.
Are you disappointed because he didn't take off his pants?
Kind of. He's got great muscles everywhere.
Well,
Anyway,
are you going to
yeah.
write a letter so that Fast X1 or Fast XX make sure that he takes off his pants? He's wearing a tight little Speedo.
No, I won't bother them. They'll find out from other people, I'm sure. Mhm.
Other people are going to write the studio and tell him that you
Yep,
want to see more nudity.
They will. I'm sure.
I mean, it's PG-13. You know,
I think all the girls will want him to at least take off his shirt.
Mom, haven't you ever watched Game of Thrones?
Once in a while, not much.
The entire first and I think second season, you basically see everything.
Oh my goodness, I guess I'll need to start watching that. Even though it's been over for a long time, I think. No, I haven't not really watched it. I think I might have watched a couple of episodes.
And it's on HBO Max, which is now just Max, but you can go and watch it.
Oh, okay.
I will talk with Michael, and I'll have Michael put it on for you so that you can enjoy the nudity that is a young Jason Momoa.
He was in that? Really?
Mom, yeah.
I didn't know it.
You're just now catching on that he's in that. That's what I was saying. How dare you not watch it?
Well, how dare I? I didn't. Nobody around here watches it. It's not Hallmark. Anyway, ooh, cool.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll have to have my grandson put it on for me. Yes. Sounds good.
Michael is a bad influence on you.
He is?
Well, yeah, if he's going to put on Game of Thrones so you can see a naked Jason Momoa.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's young, right? Real young. Well, anyway, whatever. I don't mind.
Okay, so speaking about things you don't mind, will you please talk about the movie this week?
Yes. Fast X was a good movie. It had a cool plot. The bad guy, Jason, was really crazy. Which he was supposed to be crazy. But he was a funny crazy. And a lot of his dialogue was funny. But then he was mean and awful too. And it was very interesting, and I thought it was a lot of fun. Kind of crazy ways that he tried to destroy, like he tried to destroy the Vatican, and he tried to destroy Vin Diesel and his son. All really unique ways of trying to get rid of folk. I liked it. I thought it was good.
Why are you coughing? Are you smoking a bowl while you're recording the podcast?
No, I'm not.
You're drinking and now you're doing drugs.
Oh, shush, I do not.
Well, you think Fast X is a good movie, so you have to be high on something.
What's wrong with that? This neutron bomb that rolls all over the place? Oop, spoiler. That was
Yeah,
pretty...
Mom, it was, they did that before. It was called Indiana Jones, Raider of the Lost Ark.
Really?
You don't remember the giant boulder in Raiders of the Lost Ark that Indiana Jones has to outrun?
Gee, I forgot about that. Wait a minute, really? Yeah, but it wasn't a neutron bomb.
So kids, this is why you don't do drugs.
Thank you. Yep. Okay.
So this is what happens when you grew up in the 60s and you were a flower child.
Hey, look. For being 81 almost, I am lucky I'm breathing. So there you go.
That's right. It is your birthday on Monday. You're going to be 81. How does that feel?
Old.
Are you excited for Heather to come and spend the whole weekend with you?
Oh, goodness gracious. Of course.
Are you disappointed in me because I have to work?
No, because I want you to work.
Why do you want me to work? so I can make money and buy you a mansion?
Yep, that's it. Yep. Buy yourself a mansion first.
I can't buy
Then
myself a mansion. I have to take
Sure.
care of your old butt.
No. That's okay. You just get yourself a mansion. That'll be cool.
I don't want a mansion.
Oh,
I
you
just don't
do.
want pack rats. So,
yeah.
okay, let's get back on topic here, Mother. We don't need to talk about our personal lives
Oh, no.
that much. I mean, well, the three people that are going to listen to it, I guess they probably know us already, so they know all these things. But so Fast X, you thought it was a great movie, and maybe if I was on drugs, it would have been great. It was the same thing over and over and over again, and there's too many characters. There's 3 or 4 different storylines going on.
True.
Please tell me why this is a good movie.
Well, because the storylines were interesting. I mean,
Nope.
They weren't. I
Nope.
thought they were.
It's been done before in
It's
other Fast and Furious movies.
Oh, great. Well, I haven't seen number 9 and number 8 and number 6. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of them.
I swear you saw number 9. Number 9 wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't?
No.
No, I didn't. I don't think I saw number 9. Mm-mm. No,
Mom,
I don't think.
You've been doing the radio for a little while now, and I'm pretty sure you saw number 9.
Oh, well, okay.
It was with John Cena. They had a big truck thing. They did the same things, all kinds of car stunts. And for some reason, when you flip and wreck and roll, if you're Dom Toretto, you don't get injured at all. Or his son.
Well, of course.
Or any of the other main characters. Like, I think they're really setting a poor precedence for children of this generation. Like, yeah, go ahead, roll your car down a hill, you'll be fine.
Yeah, well, that is true. I do agree with that because, if you roll the car, you're going to get some owies.
Some owies? Let's go with death.
Okay, that too. Yes. Oh, my goodness. That's right. Well,
okay, so again, why is this a good movie? The only reason you think this is a good movie is because Jason Momoa is in it. You don't even care. You probably didn't even know what was going on. You were just oogling him.
No, I knew the rest of the plot, and it had the plot of the wife being kidnapped, and
she's not his wife.
She isn't? Oh.
Nope.
Oops. Well, anyhow.
She never got married. They're girlfriend and boyfriend.
Oh, they're just.
But the child is from his relationship that he had out in episode 5 or 6.
Well, see, that's why I didn't know that, because I didn't see all those.
Yeah, when they were in Brazil the first time. I think that was 5. And so him and this police officer hooked up and banged it out. And then she shows up in like 7 or 8. And she says, oh, look, you have a son and all this stuff. And then she gets killed. But I'm sure she'll be back in the next movie, too, because every single time they kill someone, they come back. That's the other thing you don't know. Half the characters in this movie have died at least once and come back. It's like a goddamn soap opera.
Oh, how fun.
Wait. What is wrong with you? Now it's even better?
Well, hey, it's okay. It's fantasy. That's it. There we go.
Yeah, it definitely is fantasy, but it's not a fantasy film. It's an action adventure crime film. It's not Dungeons and Dragons.
No, that's true.
Well, then it can't be fantasy. It's just horribleness.
Okay. It's just horribleness. All right.
I don't want to convince you that it's a bad movie because you like it. I think deep down, I think what it is, you just don't care as long as you're getting out of the house and going to the movies.
Hey, I love going to the movies. That's true. That's fun.
Yeah, and that's what it is. You don't care how good or bad the movie is. You just want to go see a movie, which I understand. I want to go see a movie too, but I have to record a podcast 3 nights a week. So then I can't go see another movie. I only get to see one a week.
Okay. Wait, what was I going to say? I had an idea there. But anyway.
Again, kids, This is why you don't do drugs and you don't grow up in the 60s where drugs were and free love were valid.
Anyway.
Although you didn't grow up in the 60s. You were an adult in the 60s. So.
Okay, already. So I graduated college in 64. So what?
So you're an adult party child.
Yeah, well. No, I wasn't a party child.
How was your first experience with acid?
I never cut it out. I don't even know.
Okay,
anyway.
all right. Well, I'll get back on track. Yeah, but honestly, you have to be on drugs to like this movie as much as you do. How many cookies?
Look, Jason's in it. That alone.
I know. That alone is like 4 cookies for you. Just because Jason Momoa is in it. He doesn't even have to say anything. He could just stand there and you give it 4 cookies.
That's true. I would. I mean, and look, he wore all these, like he wore the white Elvis one-piecer kind of thing, and he wore the gold outfit, and anyway.
You were paying attention to the outfits he was wearing. So yes, you were really, really diving deep into the plot.
Well, and yeah, I was diving into the plot too.
Do you want Jason Momoa to paint your toenails?
Oh, anytime, yes.
God. This has turned into a Jason Momoa love fest.
No, well, anyway, no, but I mean, and one thing I did have issue with is the son, toward the end, climbs out of the car and on top of the car or something. And that was just freaking crazy. If a kid sees that and says, oh, I can do that, that might not be a good idea.
I like that. That's one of the problems you have with it. What about the other problem where the son, little Brian, Dom Toretto's child, is rolling around with John Cena and he's launching the cannon guns that are attached to the car that John Cena is driving and literally blowing up cars and killing people as an 8-year-old.
Okay, that's true too.
You didn't have a problem with that he's not only committed murder, he's committed like multiple murders, like genocide.
Well, I mean, how many kids are going to run into a vehicle like that? I don't think many. But,
well, maybe cannon, if it becomes the Mad Max world and cannon cars are popular, then sure. Oh, but by then, we're all probably screwed.
We're all ruined.
But do you see, I mean, how ridiculous this is? An 8-year-old child killing people.
It is. It's pretty ridiculous. You're right. I agree with that. Okay. On second thought, I'll give it a 3.5.
No, you have to give it the same rating you gave it on the radio.
Oh, I gave it a 4.
Okay. You give it 4 out of 5 cookies. You can't change your rating. You already made up your mind.
Okay. I thought it was fun, but I thought it was not very realistic, like not at all realistic, but that's okay.
You just like going to the movies.
Yeah, but not always. I mean, some of them are pretty bad. This wasn't that bad. It was entertaining.
That's all that matters, Mom, is that you were entertained.
Well, that's half of what movies are, is to be entertaining.
Yes, right? Half. A movie only has to be half entertaining? What's the other half?
I don't know. Have a message, I guess.
Oh, Christ. What's the message of this movie then?
I'm not really sure.
Make sure your kids, get used to killing people with a cannon gun on a car.
And LA freeways are never empty. There's another one. Right?
I don't think there was much driving in LA. The only part that was in LA was the part when they were at the home, the Toretto home, which explain to me why it took 10 movies for the villains to figure out where the home is, even though this is the same home he's been in since the beginning.
Oh, for goodness sakes, that boy.
But I argue about that in the previous podcast you just heard was Mysterious Mike Talent, where it was extremely riveting conversation.
Oh, well, I didn't even know it was the same home. I thought they probably moved around or something.
Yeah, you probably should go watch the other 9 films.
I should. That'll
They're-
keep me busy for
They're
a while.
3 hours. They're 3 hours long each, so that's 27 hours of film.
Oh my heavens. Well, I've got my work cut out for me. I really do.
All right, you heard it here, folks. Next week, Ma
No,
Hinshaw
no.
reviews Fast and Furious 1 through 9.
No, I'm not either. No.
You committed. You committed. No backing out now, you old biddy.
I don't have enough time for that much.
Yeah, you do. You're retired. What else are you going to do? Cook and clean?
Yeah, cook and clean and watch a granddaughter too, who's now walking.
No, you're not going to watch her.
I am too.
No.
Hmm.
And she is not walking, Mom. Those were not steps. That was her trying to not fall on her face is what that was. But Heather can call it steps all she wants if it makes her happy.
Yeah, well, we'll let her do that.
You haven't watched the video, have you, of the baby walking?
No, actually, I did watch it. That's why I kind of messed up
That's why you messed up the Skype?
Mhm.
See, I called it the whole frickin' time. You were saying, no, it's my phone. No, you broke it. Again, user error. I'm in hell.
Okay.
I'm in hell. I need a new co-host. I need a new mother. I'll start taking applications. Please email Ma Hinshaw at realfilmnerds.com for if you would like to apply to be my new mother.
Oh, wow. Really? No more jamboree cookies for you. Wait, you won't get any anyway. People ate them all.
When was the last time you made me cookies and I actually got them?
Well, it's been really hard because everybody eats them before
It's been a couple years because you hand them off to someone and they never come up here because a certain someone eats them or a certain someone's husband eats them.
That's true. They do. Doggone it. Yeah, I thought I'd have tons of jamborees left, and I think I've got maybe 7. Oh, well. The way it goes.
Okay, so what about the movie for next week? What are we watching?
Oh. Let's see. Something like You're My Dad or You're My Father. Something like that. What?
Nope.
How? No?
About My Father.
That's it. About My Father. Yes.
Starring Robert De Niro, Kim Cattrall, Sebastian Maniscalco.
Oh, what a beautiful pronunciation. I looked at that and couldn't say it at all.
Well, I screwed it up multiple times in the podcast prior to this one, so.
Oh, beautiful. You said really good job.
Anyways.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be fun, and Pa Hinshaw might actually go to the movie, too.
He's going to go to that one? It's going to be about a grumpy old man, so he probably will fit right in.
Relate. He will very much relate.
He'll love it. He will love it.
No, I have to go.
Have you watched the trailer for it?
Yes. Several
Did you see on the trailer what Robert De Niro's character did?
You mean cooking the peacock?
Yes. He cooks everyone dinner and he uses the peacock for meat. The pet peacock.
And then he buries the rest of it so that nobody knows it's the peacock that they ate or whatever.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun.
A hoot. I thought that would be a hoot.
We'll see. We'll see. We will report back next week unless, Ma, you want to go and see another movie that's not this one.
What's another one?
Well, you know what's coming out is Little Mermaid.
Oh, no. No.
You don't want to see the live action Little Mermaid?
No, because my one daughter was obsessed with Little Mermaid for years and years. I don't feel like it again, so that's okay.
Well, I'll text her and let her know it's coming out, and you and your granddaughter and her can go watch it together.
Oh. Does it come out this weekend?
Yep.
Oh, glory be all loose. I'll have to make my son-in-law go. That would be horrible, wouldn't it? Heather can sit there and she can sing all the words to all the songs. Oh, well. Anyway, no, I'm not going to that one. I'm going to the other one. Okay?
Nope. You're going to
No.
Little Mermaid.
No. Oh, gosh, no. Ugh. Anyway. Nope, they can't beat the first one. The first one was very good, but I've had enough of that.
Okay, Ma.
Okay.
We're now knocking on the door of over 20 minutes, like I predicted, like always.
So?
I don't know how I'll only say a couple things. Turns into freaking almost a half hour.
Erase half of it. Go ahead. You can do it. I don't know how.
I don't want to take the time. We'll just torture your 3 listeners.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Eric.
That's it.
So, okay, why don't you take us out of here? Or do you want me to take us out of here?
Would love you to take us out of here so I don't mess everything up.
Too late.
Oh, yes. Okay.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening once again to Ma Hinshaw Loses Her Cookies, episode number 14. Matt Hinshaw Loses His Cookies is what it should really be called. Not Ma Hinshaw. Thanks for putting up with our shenanigans. Hopefully we'll be back next week. I don't know. Maybe not. We'll see. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell strangers, tell them how awesome Ma Hinshaw's podcast is and make them all listen so that we can get that elusive 4th listener. Next week, About My Father, starring Robert De Niro and Sebastian. I just closed it. Sebastian Maniscalco. Alrighty. Thank you, everyone. And we will chat with you next week.
Bye.